Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I got a new video for you guys. Stay tuned. Okay guys, as I was telling you guys, I'm here with a new video idea. I'm gonna tell you guys the story, my experience of my pregnancy and the day of my delivery. So yeah, let's begin. So my pregnancy was pretty good, pretty nice. I didn't have no complications. Mm, thank God, my baby was safe and healthy, as I was too. Mm, I did had morning sickness. Like they were really bad. I had them for like 3 months, I think. They were like really bad. I didn't know I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant when I was like 4 weeks or six, I think. But when we found out that I was pregnant, God, that was like, oh my gosh, morning sickness, uh, me being so lazy, me wanting to sleep a lot, and yeah, I experienced all that. I was like super lazy. I really couldn't eat anything at all because everything that I started eating, like right away, I had to run to the bathroom because I couldn't eat nothing at all, especially milk. Milk was the worst. I couldn't even taste it a little bit because that made me run to the bathroom super fast. And practically everything, like for 3 months, everything was like, ugh, like me throwing up everything. The banana, I used to eat banana a lot when I was pregnant because I always woke up in the middle of the night wanting to eat something. So I always ate a banana. And then I couldn't even I couldn't even see the banana because I was like, I don't know if it was because I ate too much or I really don't know, but I couldn't even I couldn't even see it. Like couldn't even saw a banana right there just on the table because I would throw up. Like they just disgusted me a lot. I don't know why. But then the morning sickness went away and everything was really calm. When I was like 9 weeks, I think, something something really bad happened. Well, I got scared. My baby was not even in danger or something. Well, yeah, at one point it was in danger because a little scorpion just like uh, uh so yeah, I was telling you guys, a little scorpion just like pinched me, or I don't know how to say it, and no scorpion had done that in my life, and I was like, really? Now that I'm pregnant, that happened to me? I was super scared. I was alone at my house. Nobody was there. I was so freaking scared because I didn't even know that a scorpion pinched me. or in, I don't know how to say it, but he injected his venom. So when I saw that it was a scorpion, I started freaking out. And it wasn't because of me. It was because I knew I was pregnant, and I didn't want nothing to happen to my baby. So I was super super scared, and I had to call my baby's dad, tell him, and he was freaking out too. And then he called his cousin to take me to the hospital and all that. And we went to the hospital, and everything was okay. It was fine. The venom didn't even got not even near my baby. Nothing happened to him. He's okay, but I did freak out a lot. And yeah, after that, everything went pretty good, pretty well. Nothing worst happened. I always took my vitamins and all that, and I always ate after my morning sickness went away. I always ate a lot. Like I've heard a lot of pregnant women that say I'm not gonna eat this or I'm not gonna eat that because it's gonna make me fat and all that. I was like, well, this is me pregnant and I wanna how do I say this? I wanna eat anything that I want. I didn't have no cravings, not that much. I didn't have that much cravings for food. My cravings were like for almonds and what else did I crave on? What else? I don't remember, guys. But I just had some certain cravings, not like every day or something, but those stuff I did crave for, but not like food or something. I didn't. I ate anything that I wanted. I sorry guys. I ate practically everything. I didn't said no to food. That's all I can say. Sorry guys, I got a call. So yeah, as I was telling you guys, I didn't have no complications. Um, Everything went pretty well and pretty awesome. And I felt really really good. Didn't had no complications for my health or something. Everything was fine. So um, the day of Christmas, I started getting the little cramps, like all night long. There was like not that not that of like hard or something, but like little cramps, and I was like, oh. I started to like not get scared or nothing, but to just like worry a little bit. And but everything went fine. Christmas night was okay. I enjoyed it, and the next day I think it was the 25th, the 26th. I don't remember. My belly started like acting a little bit weird, and I started noticing that, and I was like, whoa, this is not normal, because it started like getting like hard, and then like for minutes it was like freaking hard like a rock. Then all of a sudden it was like super super like how do you say it? Like if it was like a jelly, like that. And I was like, whoa, this is not normal at all. So I called my mom and I told her, and she was like, oh, that's not normal. You should go to the hospital so they can check you. So we went all the way to the hospital, and They were checking me and they said that I was starting to, uh, my body was starting to prepare for delivery. And I was like, whoa, okay. The cramps keep on getting hard, keep on getting harder and harder. They were hitting me hard, but not that hard as the day that the day I delivered. So I stayed there. They checked me and they said, you still don't have no centimeters dilated. And I'm like, oh, okay. But they told me come back later. They told me a certain time, so I waited for that time and I went back. I went back to the hospital. They checked me again and they said, still not. No, those centimeters dilated or nothing. Or I really don't know how you guys call it. So I was like, okay. And then I went back to my house, to my cousin's house, and I was like, so whoa, what are we gonna do? I still had the little cramps. They were they were being faster and faster apart. So I was like, my body was starting to prepare. So I just went back 3 times for them to check me, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna come back because they're just hurting me, and they keep on telling me the same thing. So I told my mom, you know what, we should go back to our house and see what's up. So we went back the 27th. Yeah, we went back the 27th at night. We just slept there, and the next morning, oh, I called my gynecologist, and she told me, okay, I think your body is getting ready, don't worry. She told me a lot of stuff, and then she said, don't go back to the hospital until you have 3 centimeters, sorry guys, dilated. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the 28th in the morning, I woke up. The cramps were super close from each other. They were getting super hard. They were hitting me super hard. They were getting faster and faster. And I was like, oh no, I think today is the day we have to go. So we stopped at this little clinic, and then they checked me. They told me that I already had the 3 centimeters. And then we decided to go all the way to the hospital. And then we went to the hospital. I waited for my turn. They passed me to the room and all that. I waited there for like, I don't remember how much, but I did wait for a little bit. And then they checked me. When they checked me, they told me I was only 1 centimeter dilated. I was like, no freaking way, really? And they said, yeah. They said you can go walk and just go walk to the stores. That will help you open more. And I was like, okay. So I got out, I got dressed, and we went to the stores. Oh, they told me come back like at 5. And I was like, okay. So we went to the stores, we were walking. We were just walking around, looking at stuff. So we were just in the stores walking. We ate. My mom told me don't eat that much because you're almost gonna have your baby, so don't eat that much. I didn't listen to her. I ate a lot. But then comes the real part where I should have listened to my mom. that I will tell you guys in a bit. So yeah, we were just right there eating. We ate with my cousin and my auntie and my mom. And then we went back to the store. We were just walking and walking. But like at 4, I was like, I can't anymore. You guys, I feel really bad. This is getting super faster and faster. The cramps are getting super fast. I said, we have to go back. We have to go to the hospital now because I feel really bad. And I think it's time. So we went back to the hospital. We weren't even far away from it. So we got there quick. And they passed me super fast. I was waiting, and this other girl was in there with me too. I was just sitting down right there when all of a sudden I felt like if I was peeing myself. I was like, whoa, my water broke. My water broke, guys. I was like, damn. I knew I wasn't feeling that good. I knew it was time. So I was just right there sitting, my water broke. I was waiting for the doctor. The doctor didn't came. The other girl was freaking out because she saw that my water broke and she was looking at me that I was getting the cramps super hard, super fast. And she was like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, I don't know, calm down, don't freak out. She said, I'm gonna call the doctor. She was like super freaked out. She was like, oh my god, I don't know what she was thinking, but she was really, really freaking out. I was trying to take it all calmed. I was trying to relax. I didn't want it to freak out. I was just right there waiting for the doctor to come. He did took a little bit. He did took a lot. Not a little bit, a lot. So finally he came, and then he passed me to the, I told him, well, I think my water broke. He said, oh, okay, I'm gonna send somebody to clean it. You can come in this room, I'm gonna check. And then he said, okay, so you're gonna stay here. We're not gonna let you go back anymore. We're not gonna let you go outside anymore. You're gonna stay here. They made me sign a little paper. They put me this little shot. He said, we're gonna put you this shot so your cramps, they wanted my cramps to go faster and faster. So they put me that freaking shot and my cramps got worst. Very, very worst. So they passed me to this little room. I was just waiting. I had a lot of cramps. They were hurting me a lot. But I think the gynecologist was there because she was really, really nice. She came every single time and started checking me. She said, are you okay? Is anything wrong? She always was checking on me. So I was right there just with my cramps really bad. They told me if I wanted to get the epidural, I think. And I was like, they said you could get it. This is your chance to get it because trust me, the gynecologist told me, trust me, that's gonna help you. It's gonna calm. We're not gonna put you a lot. We're just gonna put you a little bit to just calm your cramps. And I said, well, okay, if that's gonna help me, okay. So the girl that was gonna put me the epidural came in, and I started like getting scared. I was like, oh my gosh, because I've heard a lot of bad stories about the epidural, and I was like super scared. And I was like, I'm not sure I want to get it. And the girl was getting pissed. And she said, well, it's your last time and I'm gonna ask you for the last time. She was being rude. This is your last chance. If you say no, then you're not gonna get another chance and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, fine. She just said, she told me the instructions to how to lay down and all that, and she said don't move. You're gonna feel something very hot, I think, and then something very cold. And I was like, okay. So that's exactly what I felt, and I was like, oh, that's not that bad. And then well, the cramps were really after that. I was like really calm. My cramps really stopped. I still got a little bit of cramps, but not that bad. Then the gynecologist entered and she said, I'm gonna check you. And then she said, okay, now you have 9 centimeters dilated. This is the time now. You have to start pushing. And I was like, oh, okay. I did that for like, I tried doing that for like 2 times. She said, okay. I think I'm feeling something. And I started like pushing and pushing. And then one of a sudden, for that, I had a little monitor on my stomach that was tracking my baby's heartbeat, and everything was okay. But when I started pushing and pushing, my baby's heartbeat started acting weird. So in the little monitor, it started like you could hear his heartbeat, but then you could hear like a beep, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, no way. I started freaking out because I started hearing that little beep thing. I'm like, no way. I think my baby's gonna die or something. I started thinking all that on my head. And all the doctors were getting scared. And then all of a sudden it started like his heartbeat again, and then did the same thing with the beep. And I was like, whoa. I started freaking out, they started freaking out, and the doctor said, you guys, we have to take her to an emergency C-section, because if we don't do it now, the baby's it's gonna scare us all. So everything went so fast. They took me to the little room where they were gonna do a C-section. They put me more anesthesia, or I don't know how you say that. And everything was super fast. I was like, whoa, what the heck? What's going on? My head was like, whoa. But I just started like taking it. I tried to relax. I tried to like not freak out, like really freak out, because I didn't want nothing bad to happen. All I heard was like, call the girl's mom and tell her that she's gonna have an emergency C-section. They made me sign a little paper because I was like 18 years old. I was already, I was 19. Yeah, I was 19 years old. They made me sign the paper because I was like, I was not a, give me a second, guys. I was not a girl that was like 15 years old. I was already, I could already, like, how do I say this? Make decisions over me. So I signed the paper, and they took me to the room. Everything was fast. Then when I was in the room, all I heard was that this other doctor that I didn't even know was gonna do the C-section on my belly. And I was like, whoa, but this guy is not like a real doctor. I think this guy is just like barely studying to be a doctor, and he's gonna do he's gonna apply the C-section on me. But then the gynecologist said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. You go there, you help me on this, you go the blah blah blah. She was giving instructions. So she was the one that did the C-section on me. I was like, whoa, thank God it wasn't that other dude, because the other dude didn't even know what he was doing, really. Because I think he was like a student or something. I don't know. But yeah, they did the C-section. I really don't remember anything of that, because I was like, I've seen other videos of people getting C-sections, and they are awake, seeing everything, looking at everything. Yeah, I couldn't feel anything. The only thing that you feel is just like when you're scratching like that. That's the only thing I could feel, like if somebody was like scratching. But out of that, I think I like fade. Like I was like sleeping like deeply. I want to sleep deeply, deeply. Yeah. I didn't even saw when my baby was born. And then this is the part when I started throwing up. I was like, I woke up and then I said, guys, I have to throw up. I really have to throw up. And then the girl that put me that applied the epidural to me just turned my face around so I wouldn't choke. And I started throwing up. I felt really bad. I was throwing up a lot. I was like, whoa, I think I'm gonna die here. And she was like, whoa, girl, you really have to thank God after this, because you were really gonna die and you are safe. She freaked me out telling me that. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, because I was throwing up. I didn't know anything. I was like deeply, I was sleeping a lot. I didn't knew anything. I was like dead. I was like really dead. When I woke up and everybody told me, your baby is born, all I did was like turn back, and I was like, oh, okay. I saw my baby a little bit. They showed me my baby and they were cleaning him, I think. And then I went back to sleep. I was like, whoa, that was super fast. Like, then when they were like, when my baby was there, and I didn't even have my moment with him, like when he was, because I've seen other videos that when they take the baby out, the doctors put the baby and the mom together and let them hold her or him. And I didn't even have the chance to do that because I was like freaking asleep. I was like dead. I'm telling you guys, I was like dead right there. That was something really freaking scary. But I really don't reject anything that happened, and I would do it again. I would do it over again. Because I want more kids, obviously. So I was like, I didn't even know when they took me out of the little room when they finished doing the C-section. I didn't even remember. I was way asleep. When I woke up, when I finally woke up, I was in another room. My baby was right next to me in this little bed.
F12 Felipe, llámate.
And
Dale.
one second, guys.
¿Tu 10?
Okay.
Noche.
And I couldn't move. I wanted to throw up again. I wanted to like stand up. I tried doing this. My hand slipped because I couldn't feel my body. And I was like, hey guys, I want to throw up again. I want to throw up. And this nurse just came up to me and just faced me the other way. Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah, as I was saying, I threw threw up again, and couldn't even hold my baby. I didn't have no chance because I was like sleeping or. Then all I heard was him crying, and then I heard this nurse told this other nurse. She said, "Bring the milk. We're gonna feed him." So I was looking at them because that's I woke up and then I just heard all that and I was seeing everything they were doing to my baby. They fed him, and then they put him back in the bed where he was right next to me. And then all of a sudden I started getting super cold. I was like shaky, really, really shaking because it was like super cold in that room. And I said, I'm really cold. Just can you guys give me a little blanket or something? They put me a little blanket, and I was like, they covered me up, and I was just like right there laying down. I remember that I fall asleep again. Then I heard my mom. Somebody called my, I think somebody called my mom to give him the bag, the the diaper bag, so they can change my kid. They can change my baby. And I think this nurse just like she was super nice. This nurse grabbed the baby and she took the baby to my mom. My mom even has the picture. I think she asked the nurse if she could take a picture of her with the baby. She has a picture of him, and she has a picture of them both of them, my mom and the baby. It's like super nice. She was really nice. Take I think the nurse asked my mom, she said, Do you want to see your let's call it. You want to see your give me a second, guys. Let me remember. You want to see your grandkid? And she said, yeah. So the nurse took the baby to my mom. She took pictures, and she was really happy. So we stayed there for I don't even know how many hours. But when I was like waking up, I could feel my body again. I can move. I can hold my baby because I was sleeping the whole time. I didn't have no time to hold him until they were gonna take me to this other room where I was gonna stay there for recovery. Until then, I hold my baby in my hands. They gave him to me, and they took me upstairs to this room where I was gonna recover. And my mom was there. I remember she was with me. We went upstairs. They let me there. They just let me there with my mom. And until then, I could see my baby, I could touch him, I can feel him, I can kiss him. And I was super, super happy. I didn't even care about my C-section or my scar or all that. I was just super happy to have him on my arms, on my hands, just to hug him. I was so freaking happy. All of that stuff, all of that how do I say it? All that stuff that I suffered, that I just fall asleep, that I was throwing up and all that, and just faded away once I hugged him and once I kissed him. Cause that's like the best feeling that a woman could have, just having their kids on their arms and seeing that they're okay and that he's okay and that you are okay too. So that's like something that really doesn't matter once you have them there. So I was super happy. I stayed in the hospital for like 3 days, I think. So my baby was born on the 28th of December. I went in there at 4 p.m. and my baby was born at 10:27 p.m. I think. That was a long, 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 long time of delivery, but it's worth it. I have him now. He's 2 years old, and I'm enjoying everything. I'm really enjoying him. I love him so much. He's my everything. He's my world. So he's a really, really nice little guy. I just love him so much. I love him so much, and so that's my little story. Oh, when I was in the hospital on recovery, there was this nurse. She was really rude. She was like super, super rude. And she just came in my room and she was like, I'm gonna check you. She was like doing like hurting my boob a lot. And then she hurt my C-section. She just came up to me and she was like, when you go to your house, you have to do this. So she just like pulled the little bandage that they put you. And she pulled it up and then she started squeezing it. She started like squeezing my C-section. It was hurting me a lot. She hurt me a lot. That my little bottom stitch opened because of her. Cause she was super rude. She just came up to me, started squeezing it. I was like, what the heck? It's hurting. My mom was like right there crying. She was like, don't you see? She's feeling a lot of pain because of you doing that. And she was telling her a lot of stuff, but the girl was really, really rude. And she said, well, she has to do this because then we're gonna have her back because she didn't did this and her C-section scar got infected and all that stuff and blah blah blah. And I was like, what the fuck? Sorry guys. I was like, what the heck? She's really rude. That hurted me, and I was like freaking crying because that hurted me a lot. Like, really bad. I was glad I didn't saw her again and that I was out of the hospital finally. Cause we got out of the hospital the 30th, on 30th of December, I think. For New Year's, we were at my house for New Year's. That's super cool. So yeah, now I have my little baby. He's so super nice. He's so sweet. I love him so much. All that pain, I forgot about that pain. I just love him so much. So that's my little story time. I hope you guys enjoy, and please hit that subscribe button down there. Follow me on all my social media, and I promise you guys I'm going to upload more videos. Bye guys. Love you guys.